Hello students, welcome back to Mr. Ng's Art Room. Hey, check this out. I just built a three-dimensional sculpture out of construction paper. Isn't that cool? So, as you can see, it moves, it stands up. It's three-dimensional, which means it has height and it has depth. It's not just flat. And you can look at it from different angles and see how it has some space in between and above it. So, what you guys are going to do is you're also going to make a paper sculpture, and I'm going to show you a few techniques that we're going to use to get started. So if you remember at the very beginning of the year when we made name tags and we folded a foot is just a small tab. You just fold just the end like this so that the end is folded just like that. Okay? And what you're going to do is if you want to attach that to your base, you're going to put some glue on the bottom, this part of the foot, and you're going to use that to attach to this base here. And that'll help your piece of paper be secure to the bottom of your cardboard. Okay? And if you want to make it, you can make it fold over and put a foot on the other side so that your piece of cardboard is now stable once you put glue on the bottom of it. Like that. Okay, another folding technique we can use is called rolling. So it's pretty simple. You're just gonna roll your paper up and make a tube like that. Okay, so now you're going to need some glue to hold it together. So we're just going to put glue on one end. And because the paper is not curled yet, it's not wanting to bend, it's going to want to go back to its flat state. So you can borrow a couple paper clips or clothespins and use that to hold them until the glue sets, like that. Okay, and then we'll just set that aside. Another thing you can do with the paper is to do a crinkle fold or a fan fold. And basically what that means is we're going to put a bunch of little folds in the piece of paper. So I'm going to start by folding it in half, but then I'm going to unfold it and then fold just part of it the other way and then fold it over again like that. Like if you're making a fan, maybe you've done that before, made a fan out of paper. I'm going to fold it over again, and then I'm going to fold it over again, and then I'm going to fold it one more time. Depends on how long your piece of paper is. Okay, and there you go. Now it's kind of like a fan or an accordion or a crinkle. Okay, and what this does is allows your paper to, in a sense, stand up by itself, or it gives it some more shape, more dimension. Alright, the last thing I'm going to show you with a piece of paper is how to make tabs. So you're going to need some scissors and your piece of paper, and this is kind of like creating a foot, except that your feet are going to go in different directions. Your tabs are going to go in different directions. So you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut a little slit right on the bottom part of where you want to attach your piece of paper. So you can do this more than once, but I'm just going to do it with one foot going one way and one going the other way. So I'm going to fold this. So now you can see I have one tab going one direction, and I'm going to take the other tab and fold it the other direction. Okay, so now you have tabs on both sides of your piece of paper, and that helps make it stronger if you want your paper to go different directions. And I can bring my board back here and show you. It's kind of the same as using a foot. You're going to put glue on both tabs on the bottom so that you can attach your piece of paper like this. Okay, and press it down. Okay, and then now your paper's standing straight up and down. Your paper's standing straight up and down, but you have tabs on this side and tabs on this side. Okay, now, so we have our board, and we've already started to attach. I already put two pieces on with the feet, the tabs, Okay, but we also have these other pieces. We have the circle piece with the loop, we have the crinkle fold piece, and I got to think about how to attach those to my board. I want you to be creative. I want you to think of how you can add some dimension, add some character, add something interesting to the sculpture. So, for example, one thing you can do with your tube, your loop, is you could have it standing up like this. You could also attach it, and I think this is what I'm going to do. You can glue it on its side. So I'm going to glue it up here to this arch that I made out of yellow paper. Okay, and I'm going to put my loop on top. Now it might need some help, so once again I'm going to use a clothespin and kind of use that as a temporary clamp to hold it on, and then in a couple minutes I'll take it off so that it'll stay, but right now you can kind of see how it is on top of there, and it kind of makes it look a little interesting. And then finally I'm going to add, and you know what I think I'm going to do with this crinkle piece? I think I'm going to actually use it to connect the white piece of paper to the green piece of paper. So I'm going to glue that on, and I will also need clothespins for that. Alright guys, I think we're just about ready to make our own paper sculptures. Up here is a poster that I made with the different examples of some of the techniques that we just learned. You're welcome to come look at this if you are stuck or need an idea on how to get started with your sculpture or what to do with some of the pieces. Okay? I'm really excited to see what we're going to do. I think that you're going to have some really cool sculptures, some really cool ideas. Just have some fun with it, and let's give it a try.